It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Show a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
11 yards for number 11.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He'll try and do this himself. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Back to throw, Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. Taking it about the 16. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Darnold's pass.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And he fields it cleanly. So possession goes over here on the punt.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
For the Rams.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
For a Seahawks 1st down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. Charbonnet. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. And the Rams have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Play action. Stafford.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Puka Nacua. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
First run now for Kyron Williams.
And some strong running. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down and 6.
Now Stafford. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Darnold now to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. To throw is Darnold. He's got White here.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they get hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action. It's Darnold.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Rams, nothing.
So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taking it around the 40.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Darnold.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They bring pressure there on third down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Myers on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Kobe Turner on the tackle.
Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
Brings up 2nd.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Off of play action, Darnold.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Adams, the man in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And just shutting him off there. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Stafford now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Stafford. And that's incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Harrison Vivas on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 23-point deficit.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Darnold from the gun. Fires quickly to right.
And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 35.
63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now Darnold. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. And the lead will remain at 23. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Rams ready to go on offense.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Faking the give, Darnold. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Darnold. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air again, Darnold. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Barner. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Darnold now to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 26-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure. as we get set for half number 2.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Throwing is Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 21, here's the second down and 6.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Stafford.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
On for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's got his man. It's Wayne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Just beating the play clock, Stafford. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So the completion good for just 3. Third and 7 now.
It's 3rd and 7.
Stafford.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Play action. It's Darnold.
He gets this complete to Shaheed.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Walker.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Here's Stafford.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Racing to the end zone.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, Rams.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Stafford.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Stafford. It's caught here by Adams.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Stafford.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll send Adams in motion left.
Here's Stafford.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Rams.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Stafford. He's got Smith here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
The try here for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And you get a look at the numbers. They don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, here's Walker.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stafford now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. From the 50, it's Darnold. Outright to Smith and Jigba. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, and
coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now it's Stafford.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The busy night continues for Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. And Darnold wants to throw the football. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.